Alright, so let's do, oh, of course, I start my video when there's a plane going. Alright, whatever. Abandoned map 3. Alright, so this is our first, bemused map of the set. Let me check that on my phone. It's actually true. So pretty normal looking opener in terms of the combat here. Although bemused does hate you, and he is trying to kill you with these surprise cacos. You get so hyper fixated on the arch file, these cacos will hit you in the back. So this was recorded for release candidate 1. As of now, at least last I checked, release candidate 2 is out. Luckily, none of the maps that I ran, none of the maps I played are affected by the update, so that's cool. So I took some damage, so I was like, all right, whatever. I'll take a berserk with me. It's a nice little fight, but I would like to leave so that I can make use of that rad suit. This might actually be the hardest fight of the level. I mean, you only have rockets, and this is actually a fight where plasma would be really appreciated. So you gotta hit both switches in order, which is surprisingly difficult to do. There's also that secret switch over there, just opens a chainsaw because bemused thinks he's funny. He's pretty funny sometimes. Doomwiki Abandoned. Check. Oh boy, 1 health. This was an exciting run then. Wow. Content. Okay, the first 2 maps were from Scotty, so this is the first level. So when you hit both of those switches, those other revenants swoop in, but importantly, the gate opens up, so you can leave, and hopefully evade the arch file as best you can. And you might have noticed I'm running away from everything at this point, and that's because enemies are scary guys, and I don't have big guns yet. Maybe if you're like good at the game, it's faster to kill everything when you're just there. But in terms of getting to the hard parts faster, I can do the cleanup after. I can come back to these areas later on. I do want to deal with the Vile, because he can actually kill me through the little opening. None of the other monsters can. So we have that dealt with, and luckily I was able to kill the pain elementals too. Not necessary, but it's nice. Now we got Archvile. And some revs. I think that the biggest thing for this fight is to keep circling, because if you don't, you get cornered. And I know that seems like, oh yeah, obviously you circle straight to Doom, but for me, I kept feeling like, oh, I don't have to, because I don't see the enemies around me, because look at all this cover I have. But you don't want to be getting in that position where they sort of pincer move you. And I guess the other thing is be careful not to rocket yourself on an arch file as it gets revived. So the arch file at the beginning of the level was right here, right outside that window. You could shotgun him from here, but then he'd fall off and like revive everything. So, you know, you don't want to have that. for funsies, you know? So, next up, we have some anti-cheese manx. Wait. Oh, thanks to bemused for telling me where the secret was. I was looking in the editor on the stream, and I was still struggling to find the switch. And he's like, "You're looking at the wrong pillar." I'm like, oh, my bad. Thanks. So this room's interesting because you can go at it from the left or the right. Does it really make a difference? Unless you want to kill the knights. Some people who are a little brave, they might say, "Hey, I'm gonna have the Manx infight the cyber demons." But I decided that I would rather just kill the Manx first. Why make myself deal with the extra stuff? Maybe if this was a Benjo level, maybe if this was a Rivix map, I wouldn't have the ammo to do this. But I do have enough ammo here. I can just kill both. It's not a big deal. It really is something, though, just how inefficient the plasma gun is. Like, with a single energy cell pack, I could kill both. No, that's not true. Yeah, kinda. With an energy cell pack and, like, a handful of shells, you can kill 2 cybers. But then, here, I have 300 plus cells, and we're slowly chipping away at them. I'm actually recording. So now we can do the main portion of this room, which is going to be Cyber Demon and revs. But you stand close to provoke infighting, and I just lock down this space here, get rid of that vial, and wait for the Hell Knights to approach me, and I rocket them. Not too bad. Get bothered. But you do have to be careful. You're going to run low on rockets doing this. There are a lot of Hell Knights, I only have 100 rockets. And playing no SP2 really makes me realize 100 rockets is not that many. At least in these slaughter scenarios. You're always looking for more. And the engineer's got 200 bullets, you know? So. The other thing you gotta look out for is if the Cyber Demon does too well, you have to be wary of that. There I got lucky. I had hit him by accident with some rockets, but he's mad at other stuff. So if I take that Soul Sphere, an Archvile is gonna spawn, so it's kind of poisoned right now. I also can't go into the Hell Knight room. It spawns some vials, which is obviously bad. Since this isn't no SP2 or one of A1's levels, the Archviles don't revive each other, so we can actually kill them with rockets, even though it's quite a few. But I don't want to deal with them while the Hell Knights are here. And yeah, this Cyber Demon, there are too many Hell Knights, so that's why I'm willing to help him out a little bit. Yeah, he can't handle all of the Hell Knights. This is such a weird vial, because, like, Doom weapons aren't really that precise. Especially since auto-aim exists for your projectile weapons, which are the ones that, in theory, have better range outside of the chain gun, because the chain gun doesn't do any damage, and I don't have ammo for it. Because you can't lead your shots, because auto-aim is going to force you to not lead your shots, but you have to lead your shots because he's moving. So I just wait until he does his move, and then, you know, with the attack. So, very strange there, in terms of how you fight him. I don't think it's like a bad vial or anything, but anyway. Now we get all these vials, but, you know, they don't revive each other, so it's not that bad. Oh, I forgot, there were pinkies in there. So, in my blind playthroughs, before doing attempts, I would fight these. There's a Megasphere behind me. That's vital. I would fight these pinkies outside, and I would be plasming. But the thing is, you don't want to do that. You want to use the rockets in this room. There are more rockets in it, and that means you can shoot pinkies in a more effective way, and only switch to plasma when you need to. Now, obviously, if you're cool, you could berserk them. I'm sure it's faster. Could it be? Berserk might be faster if you roll 200 every time. Nah, I guess that didn't work. I had actually forgotten there were paint elementals. So, oopsies. So I've been playing a lot of No SP2, and paint elementals are actually stronger here compared to No SP2. And that WAD, the Lost Souls have less health. So now, hopefully I can get the switch without the mega armor. There we go. Yeah, it was pretty straightforward, just get behind everyone, fight. But I do like using plasma here. As rockets are about to be in short supply, I've already used a lot of rockets. Cells are fine when it's like 1 or 2 revs at a time. So we gotta head back now and clear out all the enemies we didn't kill. Now that we have a better weapon, it'll be easier to do. Though I'm still using Super Shotgun, because of course. Oh, the Cyber Demons, obviously they get crushed, yeah. So it's quite important to have all of the kills, because once you go to that final area, the one that's foreshadowed in the opening shot, that's it. Can't go back there. Revs are ridiculous. I want to make sure I have all the kills. So here's the one secret that we got from hitting that tiny switch. And very importantly, I saved that rad suit for the end here. Because there are only 3 rad suits. And this is going to be like a several minute long encounter. Because, well, you have 200 some odd revenants and just a rocket launcher, it takes a little while. I think it's 10 damage floor. I think so. I think it's 10. Could be wrong. So this took me like quite a few tries to figure out what the good movement was. And I settled on going back here. So as the revenants come forward, they teleport behind you. There isn't room for all of them to teleport, which means they sort of, pincer attack you forward and back. Now, I didn't even do the strat that I planned on. There was an extra turnaround towards the back, which, well, I took a lot of damage. And, we get a couple cybers who, well, remember, the Cyber Demon has 4,000 health, he doesn't take splash damage, and I don't have a BFG, so hopefully the revs can deal with him. In all of my playthroughs of this fight, the Cyber Demons always survive. So I did start helping out the Revenants and shooting at the Cybers instead. That was a nice low roll. Because it really does matter. Like, you can't just let the Cybers kill stuff and then kill them. You don't have time for that. You've got the 3.5 rad suits. You need to be multitasking here, or you're gonna run out of health. Now, in terms of rad suit management, this went very well. So I'm happy with that. And as we see, there are just the remaining 2 Cyber Demons. And if we can kill them, we'll be just about done. Rockets are faster compared to SSG, but Plasma's better. And he's got my my rad suit. All right, how much? Yeah, it is 10. 10 like I thought. So now we have a remaining 8 enemies. I think we all know what it'll be. Archviles. It's not like super hard. I mean, you run away and it's okay. With that said, we did almost die, so I didn't get hit, but you saw the one he got close, right? That would have been it. That would have been game over. If you get blasted by one, you get pushed out of cover, and then the other 3 you were avoiding blast you, and then you're dead. So there is map 3. Abandon has been pretty good so far. I have played map 4. I did beat map 4. I'll record that soon. Map 5 looks like a significant step up in difficulty, and map 6 as well. So I haven't actually beaten either of those. And part of the reason for that is that map 5 was totally broken when I played it a month ago, but now they fixed it. So yeah, I'll get to that whenever.